Holy cow, that's crooked. Oops, wrong way. All right. That looks about right. Yeah. All right, so stop recording, start streaming. We're ready to roll. The Empire Falls. Cool beans. Jessica King. Hey, it's Dividend Stock Taco Clock. Hey, that's a good one. Good evening, Lucky Larry's. All right, we're getting ready to get started. First of all, let's get. First thing we always do, we get the disclaimers out of the way. Christian Pabian? Pabian, is that right? I have to admit something, and it seems like the most random enough place. I work at McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you're going to have to do that again, dude, because it's way too much on YouTube. YouTube, the questions come up in about 2 or 3 seconds, and then they disappear. What do you even do? I don't want to go to prison. Awesome. I don't want to go to prison either. Good evening. Alrighty, thoughts on MSTR. Ooh, getting right to it. Not even a hi, hello. MSTR, you say, huh? Okay, I work at McDonald's in Virginia. I pissed in the ice cream machine. Holy shit. That guy needs to be blocked. Wow. What the hell were you thinking? Dude in Virginia just says he pissed in the ice cream machine at McDonald's. Genuinely in a crisis. Yeah, well, you should have done that. Going to hell for that one. I mean, yeah, you could be mad, upset, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff, but doing something like that, that's just childish. And all right, never mind. I'm not even going to go down there. Been buying for 2 years. Stephen Jordan, how are you? I thought you had a MAGA shirt at the first moment. No. Should I get a blue shirt or a green shirt or a gray shirt? I don't do politics here, okay? So let's get that thing straight. Can we please look at Abbott Labs, Cardinal Health, and McDonald's? Sheila, I want to write that down. Abbott Labs, McDonald's, and Cardinal Health. All right, it is on the list. We will take a gander. Sorry, I wish your stream well. Figure this out. All right, yeah, you gotta figure something out there, dude. That's just weird. That's just wrong on so many levels. I don't know what the hell. What the hell were you thinking? Seriously. All right. First, before we get started, we got to go over the disclaimers. Okay. I got a brief little note the other day saying that I need to go over the disclaimers. Where are you from? I'm from the Boston area originally. Okay. Disclaimers. Are you ready? This is for entertainment values only. If you find something you find interesting in here, do your own research. Okay. We're all adults here. Please. Okay. First off, I didn't go to college. I have no degrees whatsoever. I went to high school, did the service thing, got out, ran my own business, made a lot of money, had to figure out what to do with it. ALD and UAL. ALD, UAL. All right, it's written down. We'll take a gander at it. Okay, so hold on tight. So I do not have any degrees whatsoever. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not anything. Seriously, I'm nothing. I'm just your average guy down the street. Okay? So, that being said, if you're looking for legal advice, go look elsewhere. If you're looking for financial tips or advice like that, go elsewhere. I show you what I do. That's it. Marshfield, just south of Boston, north of Plymouth. Everybody knows where Plymouth is. Everybody knows where Boston is. South of Boston, north of Plymouth. Just white. Mathematical analysis. Have no idea what just white means. Hakuna is here. How are you doing today, Hakuna in Switzerland? I got someone from Switzerland here today. Cool beans. All right. Holy Charlie. Did we see what Wells Fargo did? Before we get started, I need somebody to go over to YouTube and tell me whether or not this is up and running okay. Okay, and how's the volume? All that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Somebody want to do that real quick? So the people that are new here that don't know, the screen behind me is live on YouTube. You can watch it on your big screen TV. Macy's, Macy's, Walgreens, MPW, and Siri. All right, Doc, we'll get to that. Which city I used to live in Rhode Island? All right, Party Springs Entertainment. I have no idea what city you used to live in. Hakuna sent a request to be in your live video. Okay. Let's see how it works. I've never done it on Instagram. So we'll find out. Hey, Simone is here. Hi, my friend. Can you say something about Macy's? Yes, I can. Macy's starts with an M, ends with an S. How's that one? No, we're going to take a look at Macy's.
Thank you for having me.
Kakuna, how are you doing today?
Fine, I'm lying in bed. I'm about to go to bed. Just wanted to ask you a short question. I don't want to take up your time. So, when you buy the stocks that you're going to make a cover call on, do you sell the call at the same time as you buy the stock? Or do you first buy the stock and then sell the call?
Oh, good question. So the question is coming from Switzerland. Okay. Sweden. Sorry. Switzerland, Sweden. They both start with an S, and they're both further away than I'll ever get. All right. From Sweden. Question is, when I buy the stock and I sell the covered call, do I buy the stock first, sell the covered call? Do I do them both at the same time? Well, I do them both at the same time using what is called a covered call. It's one strategy. It buys and sells at the exact same time. Now, you can do it separately. You can buy the stock first and then sell the covered call. I prefer to do them both at the exact same time.
Okay, that sounds good. So, a follow-up question there. How close to the expiration date of the call do you sell the call?
5 days. I buy on a Monday and I sell Friday's option. Okay, let me pull one up real quick. Can you see the screen okay?
Now you said you buy on a Monday. You said that you buy the stock and sell the call at the same time. So let's say if the expiration date is Friday,
Yeah, expiration date's Friday.
you buy the stock and sell the call on Monday.
That is correct.
Okay, I got it. Thank you so much, James.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Okay, you have a good day. Hey, I want to take a look at that notebook or that, what do you call it that you're working on when you're done with it? Yeah, your manual. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that. All righty. Well, you have a good day and enjoy Sweden. All right. Peace out, brother. All right. So, Simone, you want to take a look at Macy's? We're going to put Macy's is on the list. We are going to take a look at it sometime this evening. I have a bunch of Macy's. When something drops like that, I like to keep my eye on it just to see what's going on. So, we are in the middle of the disclaimers. The middle of the disclaimers because there's somebody out there just waiting for me to mess up so they can take me to court. Always is one in the crowd. Somebody can't appreciate information for free, so they need to take advantage of the situation. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the disclaimers. Number one, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional anything. The only license I have is a driver's license. That's it. You're looking for financial advice, this ain't the place. Okay? I'm just giving you my opinion of what I do. Are you lichen? No, I'm not a lichen. I have no idea what even lichen is. I don't even know what kind of a question that was. All right. So if you're looking for tax information, seek out a tax professional. Party. So you don't own stocks? Yes, I do. I just trade them. That is absolutely correct. Okay. I don't buy anything. I don't hold on to anything. I'm not married to anything. I buy something. I collect a premium. I get my 1%. I move on to the next one. Cardiology guy. Ooh, been a while since I heard from you. Doing great with this, James, but prefer getting a small profit in stock before selling the call. All right. Now, I'm just showing what I do. So you guys can do it any kind of things you want to do on it. All right. I created this trading strategy for my daughter when she was 9 years old back in 2008. It worked so well, I just continued on doing it. So let me tell you the challenges I had trying to teach a 9-year-old how to trade. Provides a cushion to downside. Okay, I'm going to agree with you, but you can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you the strategies that I came up with. Okay, now in '08, when my daughter was 9 years old, she wanted to learn how to trade like I was trading. So I had to come up with a trading strategy specifically for her. It had to be simple, it had to be safe, predictable, consistent, in no way that she could lose. Remember, she's a 9-year-old little girl, not a Mensa student, just your average, everyday, normal 9-year-old child. Alrighty, so 5 rules. Do you have WhatsApp? Angel, no, I do not have WhatsApp. Don't have WhatsApp. I don't have Telegram. If you get a message from anyone from WhatsApp or Telegram, that ain't me. If you're looking for if someone's asking you questions and wanting you to send them money or invest in something, yeah, that ain't me. Okay, I don't do cryptocurrency. I don't do Forex. I don't do futures. I don't do anything except for pre-qualified dividend stocks only. That's it. I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. And how do I do that? Well, the companies I look for, here's the 5 rules. Remember the 5 criteria? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. Well, 5 rules came along with that. Rule number 1. This is one of the most important things you're ever going to hear from me. Never buy something you're not okay with holding for a long time, because you just might have to. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. If you think you're going to buy a stock and it's only going to go up, you're kidding yourself. Okay, stop fooling yourself. Stocks go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. They do not come to your house, make your bed, wash your dishes, fold the laundry. They don't do anything like that. They go up, they go down. That's it. Okay? The idea is when it comes down, do the timing right. Make sure it's a good company. All right, 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company has 20 years of increased dividends, weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. Well, what do I mean by the numbers? The numbers, anybody can see these. The last traded price, the bid, the ask, the volume, the open, the high, the low, the close. That's the information. Up here is the information for the stock. Okay, this information right here. That's the information for the stock. Just below that is all the information for the options. That's all this stuff down here. You got the calls on one side and the puts on the other side. YouTube looking good. Thank you, Mikey G. Kind of figured it's a scam. Well, there are 27 people pretending to be me. So every once in a while, you are going to receive something from someone who's asking you for money, pretending to be me. If you're here now, they actually sign on the lives and they actually take the names off of the roster here. So if you're, what is a put? I don't do puts here at all, so I'm not even going to explain to you what they are. Sorry, I only do covered calls. That is it. It's the safest trading strategy there is. It's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent. That's what I'm looking for. That's the only thing I teach here for free. It averages me personally about 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. Are you going to get that? Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I honestly don't know. Everybody is different. Everybody has different risk profiles. Everybody has different goals, different dreams, different time frames. Invite New York Beauty Boutique. Hey, back again. How are you doing? Matt Wheel. How you doing there, Matt? So, as I was saying with the disclaimers, there's 27 people pretending to be me. Do you use Thinkorswim? Yes, that's Thinkorswim right behind me. Okay. Now, 27 people pretending to be me. I find it kind of flattering. I must be doing something that they find to be interesting to want to copy what I'm doing. So I think I went over all the disclaimers. If you're looking to strike it rich overnight, that ain't happening. Okay, that's not why I'm here. That's not what I do. I look for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. There are two different kinds of stock in the stocks market. Ones that take the profits and they just keep swimming. Yeah, one takes their profits and put it back into the company for capital growth. Yep, I don't do those at all. I only do dividend stocks. Those are companies that share their profits. Love watching, learning a lot. Cool beans. All righty then. All right, so we're going to jump in now. That's all the disclaimers. Hopefully, that's all the disclaimers. Let's get in and take a look at some of the stocks that you guys have been asking me to take a look at. First one on the list is our hot stocks. We're going to take a look at the hot stocks first. Wells Fargo, that's a hot one. Look what it did today. Now, first thing I want to look at when I'm doing Wells Fargo is what can I buy it for? $60.48. Okay, there's the bid and the ask. The bid is what I can sell it for if I already own it. The ask is what I can buy it for if I'm going to buy it. Right? $60.48. The closest strike price is going to be the 60, which is going for 71 cents, which is not enough, or the 61, which is going for 28 cents, which is not enough, in my humble opinion. Now, tomorrow's Wednesday. Okay, so tomorrow, look at this. My hair's 60 years old. I'm starting to lose my hair. Which way is it going? Get it out of my way. I would be tempted to look at next week's options rather than this week's because there's only 3 days left. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's only 3 days of time premium. But if we look at next week's, the 61 is going for 61. That's not only 1%. All right, Minty Fresh, SOXL. I can tell you no now if you want me to. But SOXL. SOXL, I've looked at it many times in the future. Because, well, not for me, for other people. People say, well, how about XOSL? SOXL. It's always better to know. Simba, Starbuckies. I have some Starbuckies, and we'll take a look at it. Let's keep on progressing with Wells Fargo. Okay, I don't like the numbers at all, so we're not even going to bother with it. I do have some Wells Fargo because take a look at this. The last 30 days. Where are we? 16th. So take a look at the last 30 days with Wells Fargo. Okay, here we are 30 days ago at the 57.50. Can you see that okay? Yeah, all right, 57.50. She shoots up, pulls back. Shoots up, here's our 30-day high at 61.25. Pulls back, shoots up, and there's big, huge drop here. When they had this big, huge drop here, yeah, I bought a bunch of them down here. Why? Well, it's Wells Fargo. It's been in business for over 100 years. SMCI, Mikey's a big fat no. Sorry, SMCI. I'll take a look at it and show you why I think it's a no for me. If it's yes for you, that's good. Don't feel bad. I started getting gray hair in my 20s. Sheila, all righty. SMCI. I can tell you no now, or when we get to it, I can tell you no. What about erectile dysfunction? No, I don't have that. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you there, Chris. LMT, Lockheed Martin, LMT. Key Bank. Key Bank is on Warren Buffett's list. All right. Let's chill with the questions or whatnot, and let's progress with the numbers. So when I saw this drop on Friday last week, I bought a bunch. Couple of reasons. Number one, I've been following Wells Fargo for quite a while. They're a 100-year-old company. They're on Warren Buffett's list, and they consistently increase their dividends. Hey, James, I would like to have 1 minute more, please. Really? So I bought it down here, of course. But now it's way up here, and the numbers just aren't working for me now. So I wouldn't jump in again unless you really, really liked it. How can we work with you? Pat, Co-America Bank stock. Is it good for long term? I have no idea what that means. Hakuna, what you got?
Yes. Hello, James. There was one thing that I forgot about. I think when we talked yesterday, then you said that you buy the stocks 2 weeks before X dividend day. Correct?
Correct.
So and you answered that you buy the stock, sell the call at the same time on Monday, then the expiration date is Friday. That means that the dividend date is after that. If you're going to buy it 2 weeks before.
Correct.
And it doesn't matter when it is, the distance to the dividend date.
Well, yes, it does. Yeah, Hakuna, hold on. It does matter. Let me pull up my calendar. Hold on a second. Sorry. The question he's asking.
As long as it's 2 weeks.
Hold on. I'm going to open up some so you take a look. Ooh, I don't want to see all that crap. Okay. All right. Today is the 16th. Perfect. NWN, Northwest National. They have close to 1 million customers in the Northwest of the United States. They do natural gas, electric, water, that kind of stuff, oil and gas, whatever. They're dividend king. Cool. Now, if they have their EX date on the 30th of July, which is the last day of the month, I would like to get in on the 15th, which was Monday. Okay, buy it at the money, whatever it is at the moment. Let's pull it up and see what it is at the moment. NWN. I know it's a monthly, but we're just going to ignore that for the moment because this is an example. You know what? Let's just go with something we know has weeklies. All right, makes it easier. Okay.
And when you say get in, because you said that the ex-dividend date was the 30th, you want to get in on the 15th.
Correct. I want to buy the stock and sell the option on the 15th. The option is going to expire on the 19th. That is a weekly option. If I hit my target, great. I'm out of the stock. I get my little bit of a profit. I also get the premium. Okay. If it doesn't hit my target on Friday the 19th, I will carry it over to the 22nd, write another covered call on it, and hopefully that one will hit the target by the 26th. That's week number 2. If it doesn't hit it that week, well, then I will take it into the next week of the 29th. I will do a third covered call, and then I will get the dividend. So I'll get premium for the week of the 15th, a premium for the week of the 22nd, a premium for the week of the 29th, and I'll get the dividend on the 31st. If it doesn't hit my target. The idea is to buy it 2 weeks ahead of time on a Monday at the current stock price. If the stock price is $100, I want to buy it at $100. I want to sell it at $100, and I want to collect just the premium for the covered call. And I would like it to hit my target by Friday, by the expiration. If it doesn't hit that, I'll do it again the following week. If it doesn't do it then, I'll do it again the following week, so on and so forth. That makes sense?
Thank you so much.
Sweden. All righty then. Hey, you got the American flag over there in Sweden. Way to go.
I got it from a girl from Boston a long time ago when I was in Japan.
That's strange. They're selling American flags in Japan to people who live in Sweden.
No, she bought it with her from the US because we were there. It was a volunteer project.
Yeah. I get it, but I like my story better. You picked up an American flag in Japan so that you can buy it, so you can bring it to Sweden.
Okay, thank you, James.
You're welcome. Have a great night. Bye, everyone. All right. Pat, Co-America Bank stock. Never heard of them. Is good for long term. Now, Pat, you're going to have to ask yourself a question. What is long term in your humble opinion? To me, long term is 30 days. The longest I've ever held anything was 9 months. I've been investing for over 20 years. I don't hold on to anything. Nice. All right, Party. Party Springs Entertainment. How can we work with you? Oh, Party, your best bet is to sign up for the morning trading group, or you can actually do one-on-one. And that you find that over on Patreon. That you'd find Joseph or Steffels. That's an interesting name. All right. Nope, that ain't it. Here it is right here. The 10-minute trader. All right, so if you go up to the bio right here, the top left corner of your screen where it says Dividend Stock Talk, picture of my face right there. You click on that. That will bring you to a little tiny envelope, which you can send me a direct message, or it will send you to a link which says The 10-Minute Trader. Okay, the10minutetrader.com. Okay, live training is right here. It's all my interesting, fun stuff on here. It's still in the works. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can here. It takes me a little while to get to it. Best and easiest way of getting hold of me is on TikTok, because I look at that 2 or 3 times a day. What am I doing? I'm right here. All right, here we go. What were we talking about? All right, so Pat Wiley, I never heard of Co-America. Party, hopefully that answered your question. Secretary, tomorrow might not be good WFC day, but yesterday was a day to enter. All righty. Chris, really, man, Consolidated Edison? Oh, ED, erectile dysfunction. All right, so here's the reason why I don't like Consolidated Edison. It's a monthly. Don't get me wrong, they've been in business for over 200 years. They ain't going anywhere. But they only have monthly options. Monthly options means I can only get a covered call 12 times a year. That's only 12 checks per year. 12. Okay, Chris? 12. Monthly optionable stock. 12. There's only 12 months in the year. It means I'm only getting 12 checks. Now, take a look at Macy's. Macy's has weekly optionable. Weekly. 52 weeks in a year. 52 is better than 12, at least where I went to school. Now, I'm not a college graduate. Math was not my strong suit. But I do know that 52 checks is better than 12 checks. I like consistent, predictable, weekly cash flow. I can't do that with a monthly. Where was I? Whoops. I can't do that with a monthly optionable stock. Can't. Sorry. Okay, the criteria I have for any stocks that I personally buy, 20 years of increased dividends. Consolidated Edison has that. Weekly options. Consolidated Edison does not have that. So Consolidated Edison, that's a no. Sorry. Yes, I'm aware it's a dividend king. Rolls Royce, yeah, no. Floors. What is your target? I don't have a target. I don't understand what you're actually doing. All right, Party Springs Entertainment. Party Springs Entertainment. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sharing with people what I do to get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week on my investments in the stock market using pre-qualified dividend stocks that have consistently increased their dividends to their shareholders for more than 20 consecutive years, so that I could retire early and live off the interest in which I make off of my little nest egg. Safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That is over 50% per year. So I live very comfortably on the 50% return that I make from my investments. That's what I'm doing here. You like that fun. And okay, Nokia. Didn't we take a look at Nokia the other day? Nokia. Well, I wrote it down. We'll take a look at it. Hey, Jerry, long term is over 2 days. Jerry, okay. For me, long term is over a month. But that's me. What do you do if your call doesn't pay out on Friday? All right, Blueberry, my calls pay out on Monday. Okay, the interesting thing about doing a covered call, first thing you got to do is you buy the stock. That's the first thing. You buy the stock. Then you sell somebody the rights through what is called a covered call using a call option. I don't use put options here on this platform in this trading strategy. I don't do put options at all. If I buy the stock, I sell it to someone, I collect a premium. That premium is going to be more than 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. Now, when I do that, I do it on a Monday. Let me bring my calendar up again. Okay, we all know this is a calendar. Anytime now these little green dots all represent certain companies that I like. Abbott Labs, EOG, Apache, Bank Mellon, Colgate Palmolive, Procter and Gamble, Caterpillar, Pfizer, all those nice, neat, fun stocks. Okay. Now, when I buy them, let's take Pfizer for instance. Pfizer has its dividend on the 26th, so I want to look at Pfizer 2 weeks before on a Monday, the 9th. So if the dividend is on the 26th, 2 weeks prior, it's 1 week. This is 2 weeks on a Monday right here. I want to buy it at the market open, which is 9:30 in the morning. I then want to sell my covered call at the exact same time. So I'm buying the stock and I'm selling the covered call at the exact same time. So I'm collecting my premiums on a Monday. First thing Monday morning, I get a big fat, I get a bunch of different checks. Okay, I get a check from each and every company that I have. So in this particular account, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 companies. So I get 7 checks every week. This one here, 5. This one, whoops. This one here, 6. Whoops. Okay, so every time I buy a stock and sell an option, I get that premium right away. It automatically goes right into my account. My account is attached to my account is a credit card and a debit card. So I can use my money anytime I want. 98% of all my money is tied up at all times. I don't have any money sitting on the sides. Okay? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of enjoying the the plastic credit card thing, debit card plastic. Yeah. I prefer cash, but it's very challenging when you travel like I do because my bank is not everywhere. Now, funny thing is, I'll invest in Bank of America, which is on every street corner, but I won't bank there. Okay? Blueberry, I hope that answered your question. Principal Financial Group. Okay, what about Principal Financial Group? I never heard of them. Chris, I still don't know how to sell options. Chris, it's really not that difficult. First thing we want to do is find a good stock. So let's find one. Not Consolidated Edison. Don't get me wrong, I love Consolidated Edison, not for this type of strategy. Let's take a look at Macy's because I love Macy's. Macy's has been very nice to me this year. So I've just been trying to buy on the dip and sell once I'm up 1%. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. How do you recommend Sam covers? How would you recommend Sam covers cause 10,000 account? Okay, fuck off. Interesting. I'm going to answer what's his name's question first, Chris. Okay. First thing you want to see. Okay. First thing you're going to see is the information on the stock. Okay, the open, the high, the low, the close, the volume, the bid, the ask, the net change, all that kind of stuff. This is the information on the stock. Most people, that's all you'll ever see. Now, once you decide you want to do options, stock options, calls and puts, you're going to open up this right here, which is called the option chain. Now, once you click on the option chain, a whole bunch of interesting stuff pops up. First and foremost, what you're going to see is whether or not it is a weekly or a monthly optionable stock. Now, 19 July 24, that's this Friday. 26 July 24, that's next Friday. 2 August, that's three Fridays away. 9 August, 4 Fridays. 16th, 5 Fridays, so on and so forth. This is a weekly optionable stock. A monthly optionable stock is going to look like this. Okay? 19 July, 16 August, 15 November, 20 December, 17 January, 21 February. That is a monthly, which means you can only do it 12 times a year. I don't ever do monthlies. I used to do them over a decade ago because I didn't know about weekly options. Once I figured out weekly options, well, hell, rather than getting a check once a month, I want to get a check once a week. So I changed my strategy. Okay? It used to be every month. Now it's every week. It's a hell of a lot nicer. Have you looked at BCE? Why would I look at BCE? BCE. Okay, I looked at BCE. BCE's a no. Let's move on. Daily trading or passive trading? All right, crazy click. I don't do daily. I'll look at it daily, but I don't trade daily. Well, I can't say that because I do trade daily only because to get a categorization as a professional trader, you are required by the IRS to do a minimum of 4 trades a day. Okay? All right, so what stock would you recommend in my covered call went through? I now have 2,100. All right, Paul's Walls. Hey, cool name. Austin, how you doing? Is there a link to better dividend stocks? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. But Paul, I don't make any recommendations, Paul. Okay, you guys give me recommendations. Okay, so I write them down. This is this week's. Hold that thought. All right, this is last week's. This is the week before. I got a whole bunch of these pages. This is the week before. The week before. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them. See, there's a whole bunch of pages. All right, so I keep looking at these things. You guys keep asking me to take a look at them, and I give you my opinion. All right, but I don't give recommendations. I only give my opinions, and I say if I would do it or not. I don't tell anybody what to do because that would open up a whole can of worms that I do not want to open. Angie Smith over there on Facebook. How are you doing today? I'm going to apologize for the camera. I do have a new camera for Facebook, but I forget what my Facebook password is. It's locked into this, locked into that camera. I just can't seem to get it out. Anyway, BCE is a no. So do you buy each stock then sell the calls? Yes, I do. Pablo, what's up, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Uh-oh, I missed some. Omar, do I like Microsoft? No, yes and no. MSFT. Okay, the reason why I don't like Microsoft, number one, I set it very high, and I don't do stocks over $250. TSLY, Christian, is a no. So let's say you buy 100 shares and sell one option, then you sell 100 shares right away. No, you can't do that, Infinite Sky. Once you buy the 100 shares, okay, now I like to buy on a Monday. So if I'm buying 100 shares and I sell somebody a covered call, they have the right to buy it from me from the time they pay me the premium, okay, till the time that options expires. So until that options expires, that 100 shares is tied up. So if you're buying it for $100 and you're selling it for $100 and you're making a 1% per week from the premium, take a look at Macy's. Okay, Macy's at 1684. All right. If I buy it at 1684, sell somebody the rights, not the obligation, the rights to buy it from you using a covered call at 17. I'm collecting 20 cents. Now, 20 cents is more than 1%. That's what I'm looking for. Safe, predictable, consistent 1%. That's over 50% per year. 1% a week is over 50% per year. That's what I'm looking for. If I buy it at 1684, I sell it for 17, I can't do anything with the stock. Remember, there's two different contracts. One is the stock. Second one is the option. Two separate. The stocks trade in New York, the options trade in Chicago. All right? I can't do anything with my stock until the option expires on the 19th. Okay, understood? TSLY is going to be a no. Your thoughts on Meta? Meta is a no. They don't share the dividends. They don't share any profits, so it's a no. You skipped LHX. I skipped L. Well, there's probably a reason why LHX. Okay, LHX is a no. That's why I skipped it. Sorry, Johnny. Options are confusing. AAMF to me. All right, Jerry, I'm going to give you a quick little lesson. All right, let's say hypothetically, Jerry, you got an old Harley sitting on the side of your house and you want to get rid of it. So you slap a sign on it, $1,000. Great. Tom down the street says, hey, I like your bike. Here's $100. Hold it to me till Friday. Friday comes, he either picks it up and pays you the money for it, or he says, nah, keep the $100, and then you sell it to someone else the next week. Same thing. Or you can look at it this way. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, right, Jerry, hypothetically speaking, I'm your neighbor, right? And I say, hey, Jerry, I'm running to the Packy. I'm going to pick up a case of Bud. What do you want? You say, oh, pick me up a case of Mick. Great. I go there. You give me the money for the case of beer plus my efforts. That's where the 1% comes in. 245, the 245, the 155, the premium. Okay, this one is a no. So I like going back to Macy's. It's simple and easy. So if I run in the store and pick up a case of beer for 1684, great. Okay, give me 20 cents, 46 cents. Was that right? That right? Yeah, 20 cents a share for my time and my effort. It's kind of like gas money. Same thing. Okay, hey, I'm going to the store. You want to pick you up something? Yeah, great. How much was it? Well, it was 1684. Great. Here's your 1684. Here's an extra 20 cents a piece for your efforts. Same thing. Okay, but in this case, you're buying the stock. Okay, and he's paying you. Your neighbor's paying you 20 cents a share. Okay, by Friday. Okay, now you collect that on whenever you buy it. I do my buying on Monday. I do my stock buying on Monday. I do my option selling on Monday. So I get all my money on Monday. Friday, when options expire, see, 19 July, that's this Friday. 26 July, that's next Friday. 2 August, that's 3 Fridays away, so on and so forth. I buy on a Monday. I buy the stocks on a Monday. I sell the options on a Monday. They expire on a Friday. All righty. Let's continue. Can you just do both? All right. Kiki, I'm not quite sure what you mean by do both. Omar, weeklies are dangerous. Don't act like it's easy doing weekly options. Don't fool the newbies. Omar, you're 100% correct. I don't plan on fooling anyone. I always say, do not do this unless you're ready to play the game. Don't play the game, play paper money. It's kind of like Monopoly. Same thing. Do it until you're good. Don't put any of your own money into it until you understand it. Rule number one, never buy something you do not want to hold long term. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Macy's. I love Macy's. Macy's has been very nice to me this year. want to take a look at the very last 30 days. Okay, now, Mr. Omar is kind of correct. He is kind of incorrect. So if a month ago we're at 1850, she shoots up to 1950, there's some profit taking it, now drops down to 18, it's to 1775. Then she shoots up to 2050, and then she dropped down to 1875. Then she shoots up to 1975. Now she drops down to 16. Well, hell yeah, I'm going to buy some down here. I love Macy's. Okay, so if on Monday, which here's Monday here, after this big, huge drop, I jumped in and I bought it at 1650. The reason why I did that is because I believe that the 30-day high is here. Here's your previous 30-day bottom. She goes up, she goes down, she goes up, she goes down. This is huge drop. That is going to fill eventually. Don't kid yourself that it's not. They always do. I shouldn't say that. They almost always do. All right, so where does the risk come in? Well, the risk comes in if you don't know what you're doing. That's why I say don't ever do anything. Just come back and watch. Watch until it makes sense. Rule number one, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. I personally have no problems whatsoever owning Macy's for the long term. It's been in business for over 100 years. The name, the value of the name recognition in itself is huge. Now, why was the big drop? The big drop was because the investors who wanted to buy out Macy's said, nope, we're not going to sell to you. They walked away. The market maker dropped the price, and we have no idea if all this volume is from buyers or from sellers. We don't know. All that we know is the stock was here. Now it's here, and you have all this volume. Okay, a whole bunch of people came in and they bought and sold. Okay, fine. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything. The company's still 100 years old. Okay, they still have great name recognition. Okay, today was an up day. Well, great. What do you think tomorrow's going to be? Well, I think tomorrow's going to be another up day. So when he says, don't fool the newbies thinking that it's easy, well, it all depends on how you look at it. To me, it's simple. It's easy. I buy the stock, 1874. I sell my rights to someone at 17. I get my 1%. Great. If it's above 17, great. I'm back into cash the following Monday, and I look for another company to buy. If it's below the 17, well, then I hold on to the stock at 17, and I take it to the next week, and I do it all over again. Okay, so for you newbies that want to do this, hold up. Don't be in such a hurry. The stock market's been around for 400 years. It ain't going anywhere. Keep coming back, keep learning. Once you're ready to make that leap and start investing your own money, fine, do it. But do paper trading first. Get good at that. Because nobody has more interest in your money than you. And your ex-wife. I just had to throw that in there. Sorry, ladies. Anyway, let's get back to our list. Let's go back to some of these questions. Isn't it better to buy tried and true stocks and hold? All right, Minty Fresh, I'm going to disagree with you. Oh. All right, Minty Fresh. Okay, the reason why I'm going to disagree with you, Minty Fresh, is when you buy a stock, let's take a look at Ford. Okay, simple. All right, let's take a look at Ford. Everybody knows who Ford is. If you don't like Ford, we could do General Motors, but it's all relative. Okay, when you buy a stock, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, then up. That's all they do. Okay? General Motors, same thing. Okay? Down, up, 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 down, up. Yeah, General Motors is a big fat no at the moment because she's at an all-time high for the year. That's a no. But to buy a stock and just hold on to it, what are you getting? You're getting the capital appreciation. Okay, so last November, it was at 27. Now it's at 49. Okay. Did you make any money? No, you didn't. You only make money when you buy at 27 and you sell at 49, called capital appreciation. Are you getting any cash flow? Well, you're getting the dividend. The dividend's every 90 days. So from November, you get 1 dividend, 2 dividend, 3 dividends. And how much is the dividend for General Motors? Well, let's find out. All right, there it is, GM. The dividend for General Motors is 12 cents a share. All right. So at 12 cents a share, let's say you bought it in November at 27. Okay. 12 cents, 24 cents, 36 cents per share. That's what you made. Now, this doesn't mean absolutely nothing, because until you sell your stock, it ain't a profit. All right. So, Minty Fresh, when you say, isn't it better to buy a stock and hold on to it? Until when? That's the question. Until when? Now, most people, when I grew up, we were taught to buy a stock, hold on to it for the rest of your life, collect the dividends. Fine, great, I'm collecting 12 cents every 90 days. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. So let's say hypothetically, I want to buy it at the current price, 1979, sell that. Okay? Buy it at 49.79, sell some of the rights to buy it from me at 50 bucks. I'm going to collect a 39-cent premium. Now, did you catch that, Minty Fresh? Did you catch it, or should I go over it again? 1 week, I can buy the stock at the current price, sell somebody the rights to buy it from me for the exact same price I just paid for it, collect 39 cents a share. But you want to, let's say you bought it in November, okay? 3/4, you've held it for 9 months, and you collected 36 cents, 12 cents a share, 36 cents. Because this inclination, this increase in value doesn't mean jack, dick, dong, diddly shit. Doesn't mean nothing until you sell. So you're saying, isn't it better to buy tried and true stocks and hold? Well, it all depends on what you want. So if you bought this here at 27, now it's at 49, you made $22 a stock, $22 a share. But that doesn't mean anything until you sell. So you say buy and hold. So this appreciation means absolutely nothing. The only thing you're collecting is 12 cents per quarter. 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters. You just collected 36 cents. My way of doing it, okay, I'm not saying mine's better, is I can buy it for 1 week, okay, $49.79, sell somebody the rights to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it, and still collect more money than you did. I can collect more money in 1 week than you did in 9 months. Unless, of course, you decide to sell and take that $22 per share profit. Okay, so buy and hold, does it work? For some people. Does it work for me? Oh, hell no. I need money on a weekly basis to take care of my bills. This buy and hold doesn't give me weekly cash flow. Sorry, it doesn't. So that's a no to me. But just to prove a point, if you want to buy and hold, so let's say you bought it last year, all right? Right here. What is that, 39? Okay, stock went down, stock went up, now it's at 49. It doesn't mean absolutely anything until you sell. A profit is not a profit until you take it. All right? If you're just looking for paper appreciation, fine. It looks nice on a spreadsheet, but you can't take that spreadsheet and go buy a cup of coffee with it. So what does it mean? To me, this right here, a covered call where I buy this, sell that, collect this every week, that gives me weekly cash flow. Now, my weekly cash flow gives me a 50% per year return. Yours, okay, yours a year ago, $39, now it's at $49. That's a $10 increase. That's a 25% increase. And you got to collect, 48 cents of dividends. Party Springs. How you doing? Hey, over here on Instagram. So it's different for everybody. Okay, if you find something that works for you, if you want to buy and hold, great, more power to you. It doesn't work for me. And you're in the wrong place because this is not a buy and hold platform. This is not a buy and hold strategy. This is buy good quality stocks. Let me just go over some of them and see what you think. Okay, and let's go over. All right, let's go over some of them. Tell me what you think of them. T-Mobile, Heinz Kraft, Bank of America, General Motors, Coca-Cola, Occidental Petroleum, Mondelez, U.S. Bank, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life. Let's go back, look at another one. Oh, there we go. Moody's, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, I already did that one. AbbVie, Verizon, MasterCard, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon. Come on, you know all of them. Okay, I have a bunch of lists. Here's all my lists right here. Hold on a second. Ooh, that's the wrong, I'm at the wrong place. I want to go here. I was looking at the wrong list. All right, check it out. Comcast, Gap, Cisco, Marvel, Bristol Myers Squibb, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Abbott Labs, Verizon, AT&T, Oracle, Caterpillar, Procter & Gamble, Apache, Clorox, Colgate Palmolive, Pfizer, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Capital One Finance. Okay, I'm not buying crap. I'm only buying good quality companies that have consistently increased their dividends. That's my main focus. I want a consistent, predictable, safe 1% per week. And the way that I do it is to buy a good quality stock, sell it to someone for the exact same price I paid for it, and collect what is called a premium. Minty Fresh, how would you search for good opportunities to do in good looking certain stocks? All right, Kiko, I'm not even going to pay attention to that one. Perspective, yep, whatever. Is it smart to go very long? All right, calories. It all depends on what it is you're looking to do. Everybody's different. We have 200 people here. I can almost guarantee there's not two people have the exact same goals. Okay, mine, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks and doing the strategy that I'm doing. That works for me. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm just showing what I do. I don't give advice. You guys can do whatever you want. And matter of fact, I actually encourage you guys to do a little bit of research. Go check out, is Oracle a good company? Go look at the numbers. How often are they profitable? How do they consistently increase their dividends? How is the company being run? Is it consistently profitable? These are questions you guys got to figure out on your own. To me, I've already done the work. Okay, I've been doing this for over 20 years. Every one of these companies here, I've looked at all the numbers. And yeah, they make it to my list. They're on my calendar. Once they pop up on my calendar, I don't ever look at the fundamentals ever again. Unless I get something that says, hey, this company just went bankrupt. Well, then I take it off my list. And that's pretty simple, right? But until then, all right, it stays on my list, and as it pops up, then I make the trade. Well, they can exercise the option if it's in the money. Yeah, okay. If you're with a brokerage, you can do research through them. Okay. Kells, isn't it smart to go very long? I have no idea what that means. All right. So, Kells, I'm going to make the assumption, right? When you say very long, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. But for me personally, all right, I'm 60 years old. Okay. I don't think about what happened yesterday. I don't really concentrate too much on tomorrow. I live for now, right now. What am I doing now? Because I can't do anything about tomorrow if I don't wake up tomorrow. All right. Because nobody's promised tomorrow. It's just a wish and a prayer. Yeah, yesterday's history. Nothing you can do about that. Only thing you have control over is what's happening right now. Right now, what's happening to me is I'm taking a look at this and seeing what looks good. I don't do anything long term. All right, they can exercise the option, blah, blah. Oh, 54 questions. Fidelity Investment is my brokerage. Yeah, I feel sorry for you. Colin, do you have any more any MOS currently? No. If so, are you dumping on Friday? I don't have Mosaic. Sorry. I look at Mosaic. Okay, Mosaic is on my list. Okay, they are a good company. How do I feel about QDET? All right, Ra, no. Okay, you want my opinion? What do I think about it? No. QDET. QDET. NASDAQ Germany TR Index. Yeah, sorry, it's not even popping up. All right, Mo, you want to look at AT&T? AT&T is usually a no. Why is AT&T usually a no? Well, if I'm buying it at 1888, the 19s are going for 7 cents. Not worth it. Next week's 19s, that's worth it. 34 cents. Okay, that's just shy of 2%. Okay? But ask yourself the question, do I like AT&T? Well, let's take a look at the last 30 days with AT&T, see what's happening. Okay? Here's the last 30 days with AT&T. 30 days ago, we're at 1750. We shoot up to 1930, pull back. Now we're here. Yeah, that's a little uncomfortable for me because it's channeling to the side. And it's way too much on the bottom than there is. There's more on the bottom than there is on the top. So I would say no to that, unless, of course, you like AT&T. What is the premium? Are you asking what is the premium as if you don't know it? Or what is the premium? What is the dollar value of the premium? It's a different question. All right, so RA QDT is a no. Mo AT&T. What the heck is PFFFF mean? How do you know if your option sells? Mamas, that's an interesting question. Now, mamas, here's the challenge that a lot of newbies have. They think, okay, that with the bid and the ask, you got to find someone. You don't have to find anyone. The market maker's job is to fill orders. That's all he does. Okay, if you want to sell your option, you say, all right, I'm selling my option, and you're going to get whatever this price is. That's at the market order. Okay, if it's listed here, the market maker is required to fill it. Okay, if you do a limit order, which means, well, this is what I want, well, then the market maker can choose whether or not to do it. Minty Fresh, IEP. I can say no now, but I can pull it up and then say no. Okay? Now, why am I saying no to ICANN? Well, it has weekly options. The number is 1750. The 1750 is going for 20 cents. That's over 1%. Okay? 1748. I got to do this here. Okay? 1748. The 1750s are going for 20 cents. That's over 1%. Isn't that what we're looking for? Yes, it is. But here's the thing. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. And this is the reason why this here is live on YouTube, so that you guys can take a look at what I'm looking at. Okay. Now, IEP, Icon Enterprises. Let's take a look at the dividends and what they're offering. Okay, number one, they've been paying dividends since 2015. Look at the first dividend, $1.50. Okay, $1.50 in 2015. 2016, $1.50. 2017, $1.50. No increase whatsoever. Okay, then they jump up to 175 in 2018. Okay, great. 2019, $2. Cool. 2020, $2. No increase. 2021, $2. No increase. 2022, $2. No increase. 2023, $2. Wait a second. Now they cut them in half down to $1. Yeah, no consistency there whatsoever. If a company is consistently profitable, let's pull up Microsoft real quick so I can show you what it should look like. MSFT. This is what it should look like. We go all the way back to the beginning. Okay. 2003 with Microsoft. That's over 20 years. Okay, 2003, 8 cents. 2004, 8 cents. 2005, 8 cents. 2006, 9. 2007, 10. 2008, 11. 2009, 13. Oh, look at that. 2008, 13. 2009, 13. 2010, 13. Then it jumped to 16, 2011, 2012, 20, 2013, 23, 2014, 28, 2015, 31, 2016, 36, 2017, 39, 2018, 42, 2019, 46. Do you see it keep going up consistently, year after year after year? It consistently increases. I would take Microsoft over IEP any day. Okay, so let's take a look at Microsoft. What are they offering? Okay, Microsoft is offering, holy cow, are you shitting me? 0.66% yield. That's not even 1% yield. That's horrible. Monitor is too bright. Turn down the dark. Yeah, what is IEP offering? IEP. Okay, what is Icon offering? Okay, that's not that bad. 23.22% yield. That's for this year. But they haven't increased. They actually decreased their dividends from last year to this year. Okay, so what are they going to do next year? Decrease them again? No, there's no consistency there whatsoever. So Icon is a no. All right. How do I know how much you sell a covered call for? Oh, now that's an interesting question. Me, personally, I like to go for 1%. I like consistency and predictability. Besides, 1% is easy to get. 1% per week, that's over 50% per year. You could wait and sell it for 3 or 4%, but then it's hit and miss. Okay, it's not consistent, right? And I prefer consistency and safety. So first thing I look for, Kiki, first thing I look for is what am I buying it for? 1684. Great. What's the closest strike price? 17. 17. The 17 is going for 20 cents. That's the market value. What if I want 22? Well, I'd have to do what's called a limit order. There's a bunch of different orders. It's very complicated if you let it be complicated. If you want it to be simple, great. Buy it for this, sell it for that. Is it 1%? Great. Wonderful. Is it the right time to buy? Well, here we go. Here's the bottom here. Here's the top here. Here's we are, this big gap down. She's been channeling sideways for the last 8 months. This big drop, yeah, that's going to fill. It's going to come back up to there. To me, it's a no-brainer. But for you just getting started, it needs to make sense. Question number 1, do I like this company? Question 2, do I like this company at this price? Question number 3, if I buy it at this price, can I sell it close to the exact same price, if not more? What am I going to get? Me personally, I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Does this make it? Yes, it does. 1684, the 17 is going for 20 cents. 20 cents is more than 1% of 1684. It's a simple math problem. Okay, now check out the chart. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? Okay, what was the last 30 days? Okay, where was it? Where's the high? Where's the low? Where's it going? This big, huge gap is going to fill eventually. Omar, do you ever buy options on Friday just in case news comes out over the weekend? No, I don't. What if the bid and ask have a wide spread? Well, they always do. Okay, Kiki, you could do whatever you want. Okay, the spread for the 17 is 20 cents to sell, 24 cents to buy. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but look, 10,254,000 shares. So you take the difference between 20 and 24, that's 4 cents. Not a lot, but you multiply it by 10,254,000, it adds up pretty damn quick. Okay, that's what the market maker makes. And by law, he is required. If he puts this price here, he is required to fill at that price. Okay, if you put a limit order, say, well, I don't want 20 cents, I want 23 or 24. That becomes a limit order. Then the market maker can say, I don't feel like doing it. He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. Okay? So you don't close out before Friday. All right. Premier product markup. It all depends on the numbers. Okay? I jump on a Monday. I'd like to be out by Friday. Do stocks come up with opportunities for me to get out on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Well, of course they do. Okay, now I'm live every single day. I have a morning trading group. Okay, if you guys are interested, morning trading group, we meet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9 a.m. And we continue to go from 9 a.m. until you guys are done asking questions. Okay, ask questions as long as you want. If you have a question, ask it. Okay, I will answer it. However, on Friday, we jump in at 3 o'clock. As 3 o'clock gives us 1 hour to make any adjustments we need to make sure that we are continuously profitable from Monday to Friday. Because when we buy on Monday, we buy the stock and we sell the option. We have no idea what's going to happen on Friday. That's why we look every morning. It doesn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, when I say, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for 1% per week, take you along for the ride for that safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. The 10-minute trade. It's designed to do for 10 minutes. That's it. It shouldn't take you longer. Let me give you a brief example of how I do it. All right. Now, in the mornings, all right, on a Monday, all right, I jump on my computer at 9 a.m. All right. I don't sit in contrary to popular belief, whatever you think I sit in front of my computer all day. I don't. Seriously, I don't. Okay, the people in my trading group, they want to put all the stocks on a Friday so they can take a look at them over the weekend. Hey, fine, go ahead. I'm not going to look at them. I look at them on Monday. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, let's take a look at this week right here. All right, this week right here, the week of the 16th. Okay, Caterpillar, Procter & Gamble, ZTS, Apache, Bank Mellon, and Clorox, Colgate-Palmolive. Okay, those are some nice companies, and I only want to pick one out of those 6. So let's quickly run through them and I'll show you exactly how I do it so you know it's relatively quickly and it should take only 10 minutes. First one on the list, Caterpillar. CAT, first thing I want to look at. Okay, it's going to be a no. Look at this, a 30-day high. No, thank you. Next on the list, ZTS. Again, 30-day high. No, thank you. Next on the list, Procter & Gamble. PG, Procter & Gamble. Okay, try it again. PG, Procter & Gamble. Okay, I like the chart. That looks nice. 166.95. The 167 is going for, nope. I don't like this week. I'm going to go for next week. The 167.50s, nope, not enough money. Sorry. Apache, APA. APA. Nope, 30-day high, ain't going to work. Clorox, CL. Definitely no. High of the year. That ain't going to work either. Next, Bank Mellon, BK. BK. Definitely no. High of the year. Lowe's. LOW. Nope. 30-day high. Pfizer. PFE. No. 30-day high. All right, so I didn't find any on that particular list. So then I go to a different list. General Dynamics. Okay, General Dynamics wasn't on that previous list, but it's on this one. General Dynamics. Nice, interesting. 291.99 to 292. Nice, check that out. 291, 292, the 292.50s, $4. 30-day high, 30-day bottoms, going to the upside. Has all this room to run. That's a yes. Simple. Okay? It doesn't take that long to find one. Sorry, didn't realize how lagged the stream is on the chart, on the chat. Yeah, it is. Sorry about that. Sheila, if options is purchased on Monday, even if buyer changes mind, you still keep the premium. Sheila, number one, we're not buying options, we're selling options. And if the buyer of the option changes their mind, that's up to them. Now, we've already collected our money. Okay, so once you collect your money, you enter into a contract. Can they buy it back? Yes, but they don't buy it back from you. They buy it back from someone else. Yeah, I think options is just something where you lose all your money. All right, Jerry, everyone's entitled to, holy cow, 91 questions. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Or are they obligated to buy? No. Now, with put options, they are obligated to buy. That's why I don't do puts. I was talking about trading stocks with weekly and monthly options. Okay, Kiki. Jerry, yeah, if you have no idea what you're doing, thank you, Kiki. You should never be trading that exposes you to that much, i.e., blowing your entire load. Okay. Thanks, Kiki. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Jerry, the best thing to do, in my humble opinion, Jerry, I don't tell people what to do. Sit back, relax, ask yourself the question, does it make sense? Do I know who General Dynamics is? Do I mind owning General Dynamics at almost $300 a share? If I buy it at this, I sell it here, yeah, I'm getting over my 1%. Is it safe? Is it predictable? Is it consistent for me? Okay, there's certain questions you need to ask yourself. Do you like General Dynamics? Do you know who they are? If you don't know who they are, you don't know what they do, don't buy them. It is actually that simple. Never buy something you do not know, you do not understand, or you do not want to hold long term. Okay, it's actually that simple. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, it was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Okay, try not to overthink it. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure it has 20 years of increased dividends, weekly options, and then make sure the numbers work. Now let me explain them a little deeper. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Well, why would you buy something you don't know or you don't understand? It makes no sense whatsoever. If you don't know who the company is, if you don't know what they do, don't buy it. It's that simple. Check out the fundamentals. Check out how often they're profitable. How often do they increase their dividends? Do they pay dividends? What's the book value? There's a lot of information you got to figure out before you check anything. Now, everything on my list, well, I've already done it. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've already, and if you don't like what I'm doing, fine. Look at this list right here. Now, this list, I call it cheating. American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life, MasterCard, AbbVie, Verizon, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon, Capital One Finance, Wells Fargo, Ally, Aon. That's Warren Buffett's list. Okay, I never second guess Warren. If it's good enough for Warren Buffett, hell yeah, I'll buy it. AbbVie, if it's on his list, I'm not going to check. I'm not. Find someone you respect, okay? Copy their lists. It's really not that difficult. All right. Do you ever buy sold covered options to close for less premium to keep your shares? Mo, it all depends on the numbers. Okay, when I'm buying and selling or I'm adjusting, everything all dependent on the numbers. How much am I investing? How much am I getting back? What is my risk? Is it a good company? These are questions I ask myself. Question number one is it a company I feel like buying and holding for long term? Well, if it's a green dot on my calendar, for me, it's never a question. Is it the right time is the question. Because look, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. Look, it's on the way up. Here's the 30-day high. Here's the 30-day bottom. Well, what happens at a 30-day high? People start taking profits. What happens at the 30-day bottom? Are you kidding me? This company at $280 a share? Hell yeah, I'm buying some. So what happens? It goes up. You and I, we create this mess. We create this monster right here. We decide where it's too high. We decide where it's too low. That's what we do. We buy, we sell. We all have different thought processes in our head. General Dynamics, well, yeah, it's really cheap at 280. Well, 302, yeah, that's a little pricey. I want to take my profits. That's what it goes up, it goes down. You find me a stock that does something other than going up and go down, I'll give you $1,000. Seriously, $1,000. If you can find a stock that does something other than go up and go down. Okay, show me a stock that comes to the house and washes the dishes. I'll buy some of that. Let's talk about NKLA. Ooh, NKLA. NKLA. Okay. NKLA. Here we go. Historical prices. Dividends only. Oh, NKLA. No dividends. So apparently, whoever wants to look at NKLA doesn't understand that I only do dividend stocks. NKL is a no. SPY is a no. I miss all these questions. Never done options. Trying the TRASFAC. Okay. Doc, Mr. Darrell, how are you? Then why do you like Macy's as they don't have their long increased history? Well, Mr. Darrell, you're going to find that there are companies I cut some slack. Okay, the reason why I cut slack on Macy's is they're over 100 years old. Okay, they used to be a dividend king, which means they've increased their dividends consecutively for 5 decades or more until, the recent glitches. But that doesn't discount them. Same thing with 3M. 3M increased their dividends for 67 consecutive years until this year they ran into some kind of a lawsuit or issue, and then the CEO decided to cut the dividends. Can you imagine that? 67 years of increased dividends year after year after year, and then this year they cut them. Well, I didn't take it off my list because I still like 3M. Is MSFT a buy? Not for me. I don't do stocks over 250 bucks. Mercado Libre, a Meli. I have never heard of them. MELI. Yeah, that's going to be a no. I don't do stocks over 250 bucks. This one's 1,720. That's no for me. Sorry. MXSN got me done like that today. All right, MXN. MAXN. Yeah, dude, you can't possibly tell me a 25-cent stock has increased their dividends for 20 consecutive years. Are you a fan of buying calls? Nope, I don't buy calls. I sell them. GD is 2 days on the upside. Leave room for some stocks that Yo-Yo Macy's has been doing. Yeah, I know it works for you. GD, I like 2 days to the upside. Okay, wherever the bottom is. Okay. See, when you have a bottom, 2 days to the upside, that's only one. 2 days to the upside, yep, jump there. Okay, 2 days to the upside, jump there. Okay, down here, 2 days to the upside. Okay, I like 2 days to the upside to isolate a bottom, but that's me. WBA looking good, so I'm playing with you. All right, Mondo, I like WBA also. Okay, it's a 100-year-old company also. They have 7,800 stores worldwide. Oh, no, 87. Sorry, 8,700 stores worldwide. You need an insane starting amount to make money with dividends. Option trading is better for beginner. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Now, when you say an obscene, insane starting money, you do realize that 3/4 of the planet makes less than $30 a month. Okay, so it's all subjective. Now, my grandson started his trading account with 50 bucks. That's not insane money. It is for some people, but here in the United States, 50 bucks is not. It's all relative. If you're making 1% per week, depending on what, you're doubling your money every 16 months or 18 months. All right. Cody, what do you think about Apple? Well, we haven't looked at Apple for a while. AAPL. Yeah, Apple's a no. Sorry, dude. It's at the high of the year. I don't, okay, there's certain things I just don't do. I don't buy at the high of the year because that's like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder. You're standing there reaching for the sky. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That's the thing. Buy it high and wait to get higher. Yeah, no, sorry. Okay, I like it when it comes down, makes a bottom, then to the upside. And I'm only looking for the premium. Okay, so right here, 234, the 235s go for 360. I'm chasing that. I don't care about the capital appreciation. I really honestly don't. Now, be honest with you, Apple is not on my list, but I do trade it. Why do I trade it? Well, I trade it because it's on Warren Buffett's list. All right, but no, I don't buy options. And sorry, if you like Apple, hey, more power to you. Fly Perk Air. Can you cover what specific things you are using to disqualify a stock so quickly? Sure. You ready? High of the year, high of the month, high of the 90-day period. If it is high, I do not want to buy it. Okay. If it has monthly options, I don't want to buy it. If it has no options, I don't want to buy it. If it has no dividends, I don't want to buy it. If it doesn't have consistently increasing dividends, I don't want to buy it. If the numbers do not work, okay, 1440, the 1450s, ooh, nice. That might work. But look where it is. It's at the high of the 30-day period. That's a no. So numbers, number one. Options, number two. Dividends, number three. Okay, consistency of increased dividends, number four. Those are just some of the things that make me say no. But quickly, when I look at a chart and it's at a high of a 30-day period, yeah, no. I mean, I'll take a look and say, all right, great. Let me know when it drops. Because that's all it does. Look, it was here a year ago. Then it dropped, it went up, then it dropped again, then it went up, dropped again, went up, dropped again, dropped, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's up. Well, what do you think is going to happen next? Well, next, eventually, it's going to get to a price where we, the buyers and sellers, oh, hell no. And then she comes down. That's when I want to look at it. I want to look at it when she comes down and turns around, goes back up. Comes down, turns around, goes back up. Comes down, turns around, goes back up. Okay? There's an old saying, you make money in the stock market buying low, selling high. Not buying high, waiting for it to get higher. Yeah, that I've never heard that one. What do you think about Apple? I already did that one. Is it time to finance energy stocks to run? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't look at my stocks that way. The way I look at my stocks, right here, the calendar. What's coming up for consideration this week? Okay. Take a look at all the stocks that have dividends. 33 on this day, 17 here, 15 here, 24 here, 15 here, 13, 40, 24, 13, 19, 42, 18, 7, 16, 3, 1. Look at it, only one dividend that day. Look at nothing. Oh, that's January 2nd. But that's a lot of companies paying dividends. AA, 2% today. Way to go. I like Alcoa. Learned that the hard way. All right, Daniel. How's it going? Most excellent there, John. 51 more questions. Holy cow. We haven't done very many stocks. You guys keep asking questions. Do you sell the option the same day you buy the stocks? Yes, I do. Like yours. Okay, Daniel. You are buying options. No, I am not buying options. What about 3M? I love 3M. Okay. Now, 3M, I will look at it 4 times a year just before they pay the dividend. That's the only time I look at stocks. What are your thoughts on 3M? All right. SPY has had an amazing month so far. Okay. SPY. Whoops. SPY. Now, that's a big fat hell no for several reasons. Reason number one, it's out of my price range. Reason number two, look at this, from 400 to 560 and you think they're not going to have profit taking, that thing's not going to drop. Of course it is at some point. I know the old CEO of NKLA. That doesn't do me any good. Spencer Spider is a no. SPY is a no. Eli Lilly is going to be a no. Overpriced. ARC, ARCC. That's a no also. ARCC. Okay, it's a monthly. No. Sorry, no. VOO, big fat turd. Oh, is that what you said? VOO, big fat turd? Yeah. No. Look at it, 519. Okay. Now, Sydney, you like VOO. I like picking on VOO. It's one of those big fat turds. VOO. Okay. This is why I think VOO is a big fat turd. 1.32%. You're putting your money, $516 per share. $516 per share to get a return of 1.32%. What the hell are you thinking? Seriously, 1.32%? You got CDs that pay better than that. As a matter of fact, government bonds pay 5%. Why the hell would you put it into this big fat turd? Just a question. Okay, I don't like VOO, electronically traded fund. Don't give me this exchange traded fund BS. Exchange is freaking electronic. Okay, exchange traded funds, electronic traded funds, same thing. You're giving your money to a computer to give you 1.32%. What? All right. Anyway, I'm just going to ignore the fact that you said that. ARC's a no. Spencer O's a no. So you're selling calls, or what? Yes, I am selling calls. AAL will continue tomorrow. Lonnie, I don't know. Take a gander. Okay. American Airlines Group. First thing I want to see, $11.10. Okay. The 11 is going for 54. I'm losing 10 cents right at the top. I'm bringing 44. That's a 4% return. Are you kidding me? Look at the big drop here. That gap is going to fill eventually. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and take a look at this right here. Because here's your high. Here's your bottom. Here's the direction it's going. All right. What's the last 90 days look like? Okay. Last 90 days. She dropped, went up, dropped, went up, dropped, went up, dropped, went up, dropped, blah, 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 blah. Right here. 2 days to the upside. 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. Great opportunity. If you're going to make money in the stock market, you're going to buy low and you're going to sell high. You cannot get any lower than this right here. This is the low of the year. The question you need to ask yourself, do I like American Airlines Group? Do I like it at $11.10? But before you do that, take a look at the numbers. The last trade was $11.19. The bid, $11.08. The ask, $11.10. Both of these are lower than the last traded price. The market maker is going to push that baby down tomorrow. All right, TikTok. Eli Lilly is a no, overpriced for me. Big fan of 3M products. They're all industry. Yep, I love 3M. Okay, I look at 3M 4 times a year. Okay, now hold on a second. Let's do this. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, here's all my trades for the year. And let's see what we did with 3M. Okay, week 1, 3M, no. Week 2, no. Week 3, nope. Week 4, here we go, right here. Week 4, 3M, 96.71. I sold the 97s, got 95 cents. Nice. Okay, that was week 4. Week 5, 3M. Right? I bought some more 3M, week 5. All right. Week 6, bought some more 3M. Week 7. Holy shit, I bought some more 3M, week 7. Week 8, I sold some 3M. Week 9, sold some 3M. Week 10, 3M. Okay, see, I like 3M. These are all my trades. If you ever wanted to see what I'm doing, well, here you go right here. Because week one of the first quarter, the first week of the first quarter is going to look almost the exact same as week one of the second quarter, which is look almost the same as week one of the third quarter, which is going to be the same as week one of the fourth. It's the same. It's the same list over and over and over again. I just rotate it. It's like either a revolving door or a merry-go-round. All right, 18 questions. Here we go. SPY finishes the year up or down? Don't know. I don't do SPY. Sorry, can you explain the basics? You are buying call options. No, I'm not. Looking for the stock to be low and looking for it go over. Yeah, big engage? No. Sorry. Let me explain to you briefly. Okay, briefly, what I'm doing, big engage. You ready? I'm buying quality stocks. Quality stocks. American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life, MasterCard, AbbVie, Verizon, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon, Capital One Finance, Wells Fargo, Allianz. Okay? Now, I'm buying them 2 weeks before the EX date. Each one of these little green dots is the EX date. What is an EX date? Well, there's 4 dates to remember when you're looking at a dividend stock. One is the announcement date. Let's pull one up. Verizon, here we go. Verizon, 65-cent dividend. Dividend announcement date, December 1st. EX dividend date, the 9th of January. The date of record, the 10th of January. The payment date, the 1st of February. 4 dates to remember. The announcement date, when they announce the stock. The EX dividend date, the last day the stock trades before the dividends paid out, represented by these little green dots. Date number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4 is the payment date. When are you actually getting your money? Okay, so the dividends. All right, I want to take a look at the company. Wells Fargo, right here. February 2nd, 2 weeks before, on a Monday. So I want to buy it on a Monday at the market price if the chart is telling me it is the right time to buy it. All right, let's go Wells Fargo, WFC. Okay, Wells Fargo 60.48. That means I'll be looking at the 61s. The 61's going for 61 cents, which is 1%. Okay, fine. I like 1%. Great. What's the chart telling me? Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. And here's the direction it's going. Pretty easy to see. Not complicated at all. That's the 1-year chart. Next, I want to look at the 90 days. What's the 90-day telling me? Okay. She went down. She went up. 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 She went down. Now she's going up. But the 30 days gives me a better view of what's actually going on now. Now, 90 days is one thing. The 30 days, I want to know the next 5 days because that's what I'm interested in. Monday through Friday. I want to get in on Monday. I want to get out on Friday. Look at this right here. She opened up at 58, closed at 64.20. Yeah, there's going to be profit taken tomorrow. With a move like that, more than likely. Is that guaranteed? No, that's just my opinion. Is there a reason why you don't go over $250? Like so much risk. All right, Daniel, the reason why. Let me ask you a question. If I'm standing 250 feet off the ground and I fall, that's a long way to fall, right? Now, what if I'm standing 500 feet? That's a lot further to fall, isn't it? And it also has to do with how much money I have available. So however much money you think I have, I don't. $250 per share is a lot of money for me. So no, I personally like $250 or less. Now, there are some people here got a lot more money than I do, and they have no problem whatsoever buying a $500 per share stock or a $700 per share stock. Yeah, not me. Sorry, I'll go through the numbers and tell you, but I won't do it because it's too much money for me. Now, people just starting out, they probably won't go over $30 or $50 stock because they're just starting out. So it all goes hand in hand. Where you are in your journey, we're all on a different journey. Okay, some people starting out with $50 or $100 or $500 or $5,000. Some people are starting out with a couple of million because they got it and they can. Yeah, not everybody's in the same boat. That's why we have a bunch of different boats. Anyway. Next. All right. What about HUMA? HUMA. Nope. That was quick. Monthly. Don't do monthlies. They don't pay. Plain and simple. All right. Let's see if I can get even simpler. I can get you a third grader, somebody in third grade. Which is better, 12 checks or 52 checks? It's really not that difficult. If it is a monthly, it's a no. Okay, there's 300 companies. As a matter of fact, oh, you know what? We haven't done this. We done this last week. We didn't do it this week yet, so let's do it this week. We're going to FinViz. FinViz is a financial visualization website. A lot of good stuff on it. I only use a little bit. Now, I want to take a look at the screener. It allows me to screen all the different stocks. Oh, now what I'm looking for specifically is this number right here. Keep knocking that over. This number right here, see it? 9,588. That's how many companies there are available to invest in on any day. Any day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 9,588. It was 9,597 at the beginning of last week. Well, now it's down to 9,588. Okay. Once I go up here to the dividend yield, I want to make sure I'm getting at least 3% yield. Well, now we're down to 2,511. Well, that's still a lot to choose from. Over here, we're looking at, do they have options? Okay, now this doesn't tell me whether or not they're weekly options or monthly options. It just says options. But now we are down to 1,403 companies to look at. That's a lot. Okay? And Humana is a no. We already did that one. So let's go back to where we were. So the new number is 9,588. All right, is what it is. Simone. Siri, nice ride today at 19. Well, let's take a look at Siri. S-I-R, whoops. R-I, Siri. So here's Siri. Now, Siri is on Warren Buffett's list. It's not on my list. It's on Warren Buffett's list. That's why I trade it. Here's the 30-day bottom. She went up, pulled back. She went up, pulled back. 30-day high, pulled back. 2 days the upside. She's still going up. So it looks like she topped out. Now she's going to come down. Run it down. You buy options to get the dividend and get the dividends. PDR. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Humana is popping right now. Okay, Humana is still a no. I don't care what it's doing. Okay, it could be sending me flowers every day along with chocolate kisses. It's still a no. For me, if it works for you, hey, great. More power to you. How many shares do you usually buy per stock? It's all about the, I like to even. So if I have 5 positions, I like 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. So if it's a $10 stock, well, 20,000 of $10 stock is what, 5,000 shares? If it's a $100 stock, well, it's a hell of a lot less. But it's still the same amount of money. So like 98% of all my money is invested at all times. So if I have 5 positions, 20% is here, 20% is here, 20%. I like to keep them even. Because see, I'm not doing it to get married to anything. I buy it, I get my position, I get my profit, and I get out. That's it. MPW. Actually, I have MPW in 4 different accounts. P&G. Who's that? Johnny? MPW. I know Doc wanted to look at MPW also. All right, so MPW a year ago. Take a look. Well, the numbers first. First, the numbers. I go to this side. 480. Okay, the 450s are going for 37, which means I'm losing 30 cents off the top. Means I'm only walking away with 7 cents. Well, 7 cents on a $4.50 stock, that's over 1%. Okay? But look at the 5. The 5 is going for 7. The 5 makes more sense because the 450, I'm making 7 cents. The 5, I'm making 7 cents. But if there's capital appreciation, it's an additional 20 cents. So when I say it's about the numbers, what am I walking away with? Well, at 450, I'm walking away with 7. At 5, I'm walking away with 7. At 450, there's no potential capital growth. It's a safer bet, but no potential capital growth. At the 5, there's potential capital growth, but it's still walking away with 7. But let's take a look at the chart. What's it telling me? Well, here's the high, here's the low. That's where it was, is where it is. Okay, she goes down, she goes up, down, up, down, up, down. We know the road, up, down, up, down. The last 90 days looks kind of like this. Okay, she goes up, goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So she's in an upward trend now. She's at 480. How much longer do you think that upward trend can last? I don't think it's going to last more than this Friday, but that's me. Okay, the last 30 days. Here we are. Okay, last 30 days. It's a totally different picture. Okay, totally different picture from the 90. Okay, here's a 30-day high. Here's a 30-day bottom. Well, look at this. It's starting to challenge that 30-day high. What happens at 30-day highs? Well, they get profit taking. So this is going to go up a little bit more. It's going to beat this. Hypothetically, this is not guaranteed. It's going to challenge a new 30-day high. And once it finds it, then there's going to be profit taking, in my humble opinion. And I have been wrong more than once. Does Schwab list dividend stocks by EX date? I honestly couldn't tell you. Okay, I use Thinkorswim. Now you can go to Google and do a search for EX dividend calendar. There's a whole bunch of them out there. All right, Spencer, you wanted to look at ARC, ARCC. We already looked at that like 15 minutes ago. It's a no for me. Okay, I don't like it. ARCC. Okay, it's a monthly. Okay, monthly options. That means it's only 12 of them a year. That doesn't pay me enough. Okay, when I say it doesn't pay me enough, so that means no, I'm not going to do it. Okay, we already looked at Procter & Gamble. Who said Procter & Gamble? Okay, 166. Look at the 167s, the 167.50s. Yeah, not enough money. That's a no. Okay, ARC's a no. TikTok, AMR. What the heck is AMR? AMR. Yeah, that's a no. What's your strategy of what to sell in terms of call? How far out of the money do you sell? I sell at the money. I buy at the money. Okay? Check it out. Macy's. 1684. At the money is the 17. That's 40 cents. That's way more than 1%. Why wouldn't I do that? KHC. KHC is going to be a no because they always have crappy premiums. Okay, KHC 3280. The 33 is going for 31, not quite 1%. Okay, look at the charts. Down, up, down, up, down. She's bouncing up right now. So let's take a quick gander at that last 90 days. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, that actually doesn't look that bad. Okay, 30 days ago, here we are. She shoots up. Here's your 30-day high. Comes down, goes up. Here's your 30-day bottom here. Now it's going to the upside. 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. Sure. Great. If you like KHC, Kraft Heinz. Does Deere look extremely overbought? Deere's going to be a no. Okay. Here's the reason why Deere's going to be a no. Here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the upside. Look how close it is. It is too close to the 30-day top and too far away from the 30-day bottom, in my humble opinion. How do you know when to sell? When it hits my target. That's it. I don't marry anything. Okay. If I was going to do John Deere, 377, the 377 is going for 565. I want the premium. I don't care about capital appreciation. Really, I don't. And it's very hard for most people to understand that. Do I want the stock to go up? No, I don't. I want it to stay exactly where it is. If it goes up, fine. I don't care. Personally, really, seriously, I don't care. I want it to be in an upward trend. but I'm not getting anything from the upward trend of the stock. I'm picking up this. This is all I'm interested in. I'm buying it for this price, $377.50. Okay, hold on a second. What if the stock hasn't gone up by Friday? Do you still sell? David, all goes with the numbers. Okay, I will look at it on Friday. Now I buy on Monday and I look at it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I look at it at 3 o'clock. If it hasn't moved, it depends on what the price is, and it always goes by the numbers. What do I have into it? What am I getting back? Now, John Deere, at this moment in time, here's the price, $377.50. Well, look, $377.50 right there. I'm making $565. That is well over 1%. Let's find out exactly what it is. Get my trusty calculator out. $5.65. That's my profit. I'm going to divide it by the purchase price, $377.50, and that comes to a grand total of 1.5% for the week. So the question is, do I like John Deere? Next question, do I like John Deere at this current price? What is the chart telling me? The chart's telling me the 30-day high is here, the 30-day bottom's here. She's in an upward trend. Do I want to do that? That's totally up to you guys. You guys have to figure out what is right for you and what's not right for you. Okay, so TikTok. When do I know when to sell? I sell when it hits my target. When do you sell? When I hit my target. What do you think about John Deere? We just went over John Deere. Do you put limit orders? It all depends. Sometimes I do limit orders. Most of the time I do market orders. Market orders are filled instantaneously. I want my 1%. I really don't care about 1.5 or 1.3 or 1.2. I don't. I want my 1%. If I can get it through a market order and walk away, great. That's what I'm for. Do you do option trading? Yes, I do, Speed. Oops. Ever buy puts? Never. Do you ever factor earnings into your dividend plays? Nope. Do you have a list of stocks that are weekly, monthly dividends? Yes. There's no such thing as weekly dividends. Not that I know of. Can you give us exact step-by-step once you identify a stock you want, what options you buy? Well, fly perky air. Okay, well, we just found John Deere. So let me show you how I do it. If I was going to do it, I'm not going to because I don't do stocks over 250. But if I was, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this right here. I'm going to change it from single to covered. I'm going to do a covered call. Now, I already decided I like the 377.50. So the 377.50 is right here. So I want to buy it at 377.50 right there. Get rid of this. And here's the order right here. See it? It automatically fills up. It's a double order. It is buying 1,000 shares and selling 10 contracts all in one entry. All right. So buying 1,000 shares, selling 10 contracts, 10 covered calls. John Deere, 26th July 24. That's not this Friday. That is next Friday. Okay, now we've already decided there's only 3 days left. Not really enough time premium available, so we're going to go next Friday. There's the price right there. I want to do a market order because I want to fill instantaneously. Okay, now the option and the stock are already tied together in this one trade. So I'm doing it in one rather than separately. All right, so I hit confirm and send. What does that do? That shows me this right here. Buy 10 covered calls, DE, which is John Deere, 100s, that's the weeklies, 26 July 24, that's next Friday. The 377.50, remember that's what we talked about, the 377.50 call, John Deere, to open to open. Why does it say to open to open? It's two separate orders. One order is the stock order. You're buying 1,000 shares to open. Second order, I'm selling 10 contracts to open. Anytime you buy or sell something, you have to open a trade and then you have to close the trade. So here we're opening up 2 trades. Next, we're looking at my break even. Okay, anything over 371.66 is profit. Okay, right now it's 371.50. sorry, 377.50. My break even is 371.65. The maximum amount I'm making on this deal is 5,850. That's a big chunk. Okay. Now, what is it costing me? 371,000. Yeah, see, this is why I don't do stocks over 250. You think I got $371,000 to put into this position? Nope. But for those of you that do, this is just an exercise to go through the numbers. Before I hit that send button, I want to take my calculator and find out exactly what my rate of return is. To find the rate of return, you find out what your profit is, $5,850, 5,850. Then I divide that by what is it costing me, 371,656. 371,656 gives me a grand total of 1.57%. So that's 1.5%. Okay, 1.57. 1.5%. So the question comes to, do I like John Deere? And then, do I like John Deere at this price? Okay. For me, I don't do stocks over 250 bucks. So no, I wouldn't do it. But if you do, that trade right there, I just walked through the whole thing. That's 1.57% for the week if you like John Deere. All right, Styles, I don't do puts at all. Big engaged. The green dots on the calendar, which you pointed to below, is that available online or is that something you built? Good question. This, what you are looking at, okay, this is Think or Swim. It was created by a trader, Tom Sosnoff, a couple of decades ago. He sold out to TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade got bought by Charles Schwab. So this trading platform is now available through Charles Schwab. Damien, how are you doing today? Awesome there, Mr. Damien. Do you short anything? No, I do not. I do one trading strategy here, and that is it. Buy a good quality company, sell a covered call against it, looking for that safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. If that's not okay with you, then you're in the wrong place. That's the only thing I'm teaching here. 1% on your money is 1%, even in big stocks, but hard to get all your money invested as a dividend by 100 per contract. Okay. Well, sold, yes, they did it on the site. Yeah, okay, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Stephen. PayPal is a no. Do you end up holding the stock or do the options expire? Okay, Fly Perky Air. It changes every week. Okay, most of the time in a perfect world, I'll buy it on Monday, be out on Friday. Now, every once in a while, I have to carry a stock. Now, what am I carrying this week? AEO, I've been carrying that since April 1st. Bitto, that's a long-term play. Kohl's, that's only a couple of weeks. MPW, that's just this week. WBA, that's just this week. Wells Fargo, that's just a week. And WIN, WYNN, that I've also bought in the beginning of April. Okay, so I've actually carried it for the whole second quarter. Now I have it into the third quarter. So I'm going to get another dividend. So I got a dividend and 13 premiums per quarter. Perfectly fine with that. Most people buy a stock and just collect the dividend every year. Well, I'm collecting the dividend and I'm collecting 13 premiums every single quarter. So I have no problem with that whatsoever. Love good, no sound. Wait a second. Where is it? Right here? Yeah, that's still lit up. Should be sound. The sound should be sound there still. Right here. Testing, testing. Yeah, the sound's still working. Why can't I hear you? Love good? I don't know. Love God? I don't know. All right, where was that? Right here it is. Good. Hey, fascinating football video showed up. Why never buy puts? All right. Topic tech. Oh, sorry. I'm getting. Ooh, look at that! It's 11:15. I'm getting tired. Okay, why don't I buy puts? I take a deep breath on this one. Now, I created this trading strategy for a 9-year-old little girl back in 2008. Here's the criteria I had to figure out in order for it to be acceptable for her. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, in no way for her to lose. So what does that mean? That means, where the heck am I? That means simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. Okay. So, 5 rules. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company has 20 years of increased dividends. Weekly options, and make sure the numbers work. The simple part, topic tech. Simple. Okay. Puts are not simple. That's why I never do puts. Now, here, I never do puts here. Okay, I have a lot of different trading strategies that I do elsewhere. This is what I call a stepping stone trading platform. Okay, it's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent, and the average is about 1% per week, which is about 50% per year. If 50% per year is not good enough for you, this is the wrong place for you. Okay, I don't incorporate puts because they're a little bit confusing. And I'm an adult, I understand them. But my 9-year-old little girl back in 08, she would not understand those. So I never did them. The strategy was simple: buy a good quality company, sell somebody the rights to buy it from you for the exact same price you just paid for it, collect the premium if the premium is 1% or higher. Make sure the chart tells you it's the right time to buy. Don't buy it at the low, don't buy it at the high, buy it when it's coming up after a 30-day bottom. It's really not that difficult. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. More questions. Collect dividend. How long do you have to hold? All right, Paul's Walls. To collect the dividend, you only need to hold the stock for 2 days. Okay, the EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. So if you want to collect the dividend for Wells Fargo, okay, here on the 2nd, you have to buy it on the 1st, the 30th, the 24th, the 19th, the 11th, the 10th, 30th, anytime before the EX date. And then you have to hold it past the date of record. Okay, there's usually a 1 to 2 day settlement period. Okay. Sold shorts on DJT. Good for you. Do you do both buy and sell in one order to save on commissions? Well, that's one reason, save on commissions, because I was about to say TD Ameritrade, but Charles Schwab does charge commissions. Now, there are some places that don't charge commissions, like Robinhood, Webull, some of those mobile platforms. Some of them don't trade, don't have commissions. Okay, PDR. So these are stocks that have a date of record or on before the end of the week, a so-called. Thanks, dividend on dividend date, Haynes. So when you buy stock, actually when you sell it. So when you buy stock, actually when you sell it. Okay, that makes no sense to me. Okay, Minty Fresh, you can hear me. Okay, good. Okay, Big Engage, CVS at 60.40, call for July 26th is break even at 60.92. Would you do that? Well, if it's a break even, then it's a no. Let's take a look at it. CVS. First thing I want to take a look at. $60.05. What's the 60 going for? 88. You take 5 cents off of that. So you're walking away with 83. That's more than 1%. I'm not seeing where you get your numbers. All right. Big Engage, I'm not quite sure we're looking at the same thing, because you're saying CVS is at 60.40. I'm seeing CVS at 60.05. Okay, let me go to Yahoo Finance. CVS. Okay, even Yahoo Finance is saying $60.06. I don't know where you're getting the $60.40 from. Stock goes up. Okay. Is XRP, yeah, no. If you buy Stocky today, when will you sell it? When it hits my target. Do you need to have 100 shares of stock? Yes, 100 shares equals one contract. 200 shares, two contracts. Love the shirt. Hey, Randall Ray, for the right price, you can have one too. They're actually new. So I figured, I'm going to wear them from now on. What is the best dividend stock for long term? All right, Jason, you have to understand, to me, long term is 30 days. Okay, my favorite stock this year is Macy's, in case you're wondering. What's your strategy with Bitto? Now, see, Bitto, I jumped in to do a calendar spread, and that's not something I cover here. It's a long-term play. Yeah, baby. How you doing there, yeah, baby? Over here on Instagram world. All righty. How do you decide what your target is? Oh, come on. That's an easy one. Let's take a look at CVS. I'll actually show you how do I decide what my target is. If I'm buying it for $60.05, I'm selling it for 60 bucks. I'm losing 5 cents, right? No, I'm not, because I'm collecting 88 cents. So in actuality, I'm buying it for $60.05 and I'm selling it for $60.88, because the premium comes to me as soon as I sell the option. Okay, so I've already collected that profit. Now, if I'm buying it at 60.05, selling it for 60, the 88 cents, take 5 cents off that, I'm actually walking away with 83 cents profit. That's over 1%. That works for me. So some Fridays, your options don't expire. That is correct. Cool. At Schwab, is the commission 65 cents per option trade? It's different for everyone. Okay, so if you're a professional trader, they cut you a slack on some of the commissions. But the options, that goes to the CBOE, and they don't give you a break on that one. Apple stock, good or bad? Apple stock's good, but not this year. It's too high. Can you receive dividends if you exercise a call option and the call option is valid during the earning? Wow, that's a confusing question. All right, let me break it down in segments. You only get the dividends if you own the stock on the date of record. It means you have to buy it before the EX day. Here's Wells Fargo is the second. All right, you have to own it before the second. So you can buy it on the 1st, the 31st, the 25th, the 17th, the 16th, the 11th, the 13th, anytime before the EX date. Okay? After the EX date, okay, there's 4 dates to remember. Number 1 is the announcement date. Number 2 is the EX date. Number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Okay, all that other stuff, the earnings got nothing to do with the dividend whatsoever. The call options have nothing to do with the dividends whatsoever. If you own the stock before the EX date and you carry it through the date of record, you are entitled to the dividend. What happens when the company splits stocks and you own several shares? Well, then you own however many. If they do a 2-to-1 split and you own 100, well, now you have 200. Okay, if you have 1,000, well, now you have 2,000. Thank you for the clarification. All righty then. It is 11:23. We got enough time to look at one more stock. Which one was it that we wanted to look at? We looked at Wells Fargo. We looked at Macy's. There's another big one we wanted to look at. American Airlines we looked at. Intel. Rivian's a big fat no, dude. They don't have 20 years of increased dividends. Target, good company. Amazon, no. Cheers, no. How often do you How often do you end your week and get stuck with stocks? Almost all the time. Very rarely am I out of everything. It happened to me a couple times this year where everything got sold on Friday. Cool. So I'm 100% back into cash on Monday. Coca-Cola. Steven, Coca-Cola has crappy premiums. That's going to be a no. Sava, never heard of them. CAH, there you go. Let's do Cardinal Health for little Miss Sheila. All right, Sheila, I told you I'd get to it. Let's get to it. CAH, Cardinal Health. All righty. Cardinal Health, 96.38. So the 96s are going for 110. You take 38 off that. That's not quite 1%. The 97s is not quite 1% either. Now, if you're okay with not getting 1%, let's find out exactly how much that is. All right. See, I hate when they do this because we actually should be looking at the 95s. Okay. And the 95, see, 95.41 was the last trade. The bid 94, the ask 96.38. It's like a $2.38 spread. No, it's usually like a 2 to 3 cent spread. So why is the spread so big? I hate it when a market maker does that. So Sheila, I can't give you a good accurate amount because we should be looking at the 95s or the 96s, and they both should be 1%. Okay, great. What is the chart telling me? Chart's telling me here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. This is the direction it's going. Great. Now let's look at the 90 days so we have, see if there's any patterns. Why am I looking for patterns? Well, I want to see how it moves. Take a look. Drops, up, drops, up, drops, up, drops, up. It's slow to drop and slow to increase. No big rapid movements. But look where we are now. Our 30-day bottom was yesterday. Not today, but yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. So let's go to the 30-day. This one looks good, Jess. I mean, sorry, Sheila. Sorry, Sheila. This one looks good. Why? Take a look. 30 days ago, we were at 100. 30 days ago, we're at 100. She jumps up to 100 and 105, 90, something like that. And then she drops. Here's your 30-day previous 30-day bottom. She jumped up, dropped again. Here's your new 30-day bottom. One day to the top side. I would prefer one more day to the top side before jumping in. Okay, that makes sense? Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. She's going one day to the top side so far. Me personally, I like 2 days. You have to decide what you like for a signal that's moving up. Now, let's take a look at seasonality. What does it normally do this time of year? Now, for those of you who don't know, a seasonality chart, January 1st, December 31st. The blue line represents the movement for this year. Here's this blue dot here. This is where we are right now, the middle of July. The red line represents 10 years worth of movement. 10 years. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. 10 years. This is the average movement. So I want to look at this area right here, the middle of July. And you cannot mistake that for anything else. That is an upward movement. So if I go right here to where we are right now and I go out 2 or 3 weeks, I bring my crosshairs right here to it meets that blue dot, which is today. Okay, here's today. Down here, look, that's slightly to the upside for the next 3 weeks. Great. If you like Cardinal Health, it always comes down to that. Do you like it, and do you like it at this price? Okay, it's going to give you the 1%. If you do, if you buy it first thing in the morning and do this, you're getting your 1%. If you like Cardinal Health. That's just the way it is. All righty. A couple more questions, and that's going to be it. Sorry, I'm late. Inspire me more. Dude, I'm just getting ready to sign off. Seriously, 2 more minutes. I got like 10 questions to go, and then I'm done. ALB. I like Albemarle. I do. But GD, I'll write it down. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. ALB. We'll try to get it tomorrow. You guys got to stop asking so many questions so we can see these things. All right, Stellar, Sava. I never heard of SAVA. Seriously. SAVA. Cassava Sciences. It has weeklies. SAVA. Let's take a look at historical data because we want to find out how well they pay their dividends. Dividends only. Oh, come on. No dividends. Why the hell would you suggest a company that has no dividends to a trading platform that specifically says dividend investing for weekly cash flow? The company has no dividends. Why are you wasting our time? Seriously, think about it. What the hell are you thinking? I like saying that one. What the hell are you thinking? What time do you usually go live? 9 p.m. Can you explain what a premium is and how it works? David, ooh, that's an interesting question. Let's go back to one of my favorites. All right, David, here you go. Macy's. All right. Now, anytime you look at any company whatsoever, there's going to be a bid and there's going to be an ask. What am I buying it for? Okay, that's evident. All right. Now, if you want to do a covered call or you want to get involved with stocks and options, you have to understand what the premiums mean. Premiums are, it's kind of like an insurance policy. Well, if I own the stock here at this price, I have a choice. I can sell it to someone else at 15, 15.50, 16, 16.50, 18, 18.50, whatever. All right. What I'm going to collect is whatever the bid is. All right. If I want to buy an option, well, I'm going to pay this much. Now, an option gives you rights and privileges, but no obligations. Put options actually incur obligations, which means you're required to do something. Could you explain vertical call? No. Okay, inspire me more? Not here. Okay, here is covered calls only. Sorry. Is that a morning thing? Yes, it is a morning thing, definitely. So the people who actually pay to be in the morning group, they get the more complicated stuff that makes more money. This here is simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent, it's 1% per week, and that's over 50% per year. Okay, so if I'm giving this away to you for free at 50% per year, what do you think I have up my sleeves? What do you think the morning group has that you guys don't have access to? That's where the value comes in the morning group, because you have opportunities that aren't available here. But here, it's a stepping stone. It gets you started. It's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent. And at 1% a week, that's 50% per year. It means you're doubling your money every 16 to 18 months. What's wrong with that? All right, a couple more questions, and then we're done. Just joined. Where can I purchase the program you are using? All right, Stephen, I don't have a program. Okay, this is right off the top of my head. Okay, it's not easy being me. I gotta get a haircut. All right, anyway. But Stephen, if you're interested, I do have a morning trading group where we actually trade a little bit more complicated stuff and simple stuff for higher returns. This here is a simple trading strategy created for a 9-year-old. Literally created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. That's the 5 criteria I had to overcome. So the 5 rules: never buy something you don't want to own long term, never sell at a loss, make sure there's 20 years of increased dividends any company you buy. Weekly options are a must. I want weekly cash flow. I don't want this monthly cash flow crap. I don't want stock appreciation. I want weekly cash flow. The only way you're going to do that is with weekly options. Number 5, make sure the numbers work. What are the numbers? What am I buying it for? What am I selling it for? What premium am I collecting? Is that 1% or more? And what's the chart telling me? Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? Okay, I look at the 1-year chart, the 90-day chart, the 60-day chart, and then the seasonality. Then I make my decision. All that takes less than 10 minutes a day. QYLD, really? Why does somebody always somebody wants to look at a piece of turd? So you'd swing trade this one? I love Macy's. I buy Macy's every quarter. Abbott Labs. Sheila, we'll do Abbott Labs tomorrow morning. Okay, remind me tomorrow morning, and we'll do Abbott Labs tomorrow morning. Joe, QYLD. Super turd. Hell no. And ARC, again, hell no. Alama, Alhamdulillah notes. What is the price of your program? I don't have a program. The 10-minute trader. Yep. Simone, UAI. No idea. has no dividends, but the premium's really good. Well, if it has no dividends, Simone, it's a no. You've been here long enough to know that. James, what's up? A program called the 10-Minute Trader. Think or Swim. Is it direct access? I have no idea what is direct. I have no idea what you're talking about direct access. Do you offer stock picks without selling covered calls? No, I don't. Mike, how do we join the morning group? Ooh, Mike, good question. If you go to my bio up here, top left corner, my smiling little face right there says Dividend Stock Talk, blah, 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 all kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Yeah, once you go into that, let me see if I do it. If I do it, it comes up to Dividend Stock Talk. You can actually email me from there, DM, direct message, or you can go to the 10-Minute Trade. The link is right there. All right. Now, the 10-Minute Trader, the10minutetrader.com. If you do some research on that, you'll notice I've had this for over 15 years. Okay, the10minutetrader.com. Right here's the link. Live trading online. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week. Live nightly training, 9 p.m. Ooh, live nightly training. Okay. About us. If you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. I'm reading it right here. If you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. The little video right here tells you a little bit more about the no risk trading strategy. Okay, investing your money. Okay, read it right there. Investing your money shouldn't be difficult. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, then you have two links. Learn more about the simple strategy and live trading. Join our morning trading group. Right there. See? Right there. Okay, and down a little bit further is my current trades. Almost every single trade I've done so far this year. View here, and here they are. All my trades so far this year. Now, I haven't updated last week's yet. I get a little bit backed up. So what happens when you sell a call and own the stock? Assume you will keep the stock? No. Okay. Please put the link in here. How many different trading strategies do you offer? What's the link? The link, the10minutetrader.com. Or you can go to Dividend Stock Talk at Patreon. Okay? Here's all my channels. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, LinkedIn, Patreon, books by James. Yes, James has written 14 books. They are available on Amazon, and eventually I will have them here on my website. It is a work in progress. Okay, my old website that I had for 15 years was just old and clunky. Everything was there, but this one is new and it's still being updated. All right, Minty Fresh. You can make money doing that, but it's risky. I have no idea what they're talking about. Interesting. What about Home Depot? Ooh, I like Home Depot. But it's past 11:30. We can say that for another night. You guys have a great night. I am out of here. Bye, all you guys on Instagram. Bye, all you guys here on TikTok. Can you join the morning group if you are new into investing? All right. Wait a minute. Let's go back a second. Answer the question he asked, what happens when you keep the stock? Mortgage magician. That's like a stupid question. I mean, think about it. What happens when you keep the stock? Well, you keep the stock. I mean, what kind of a question is? What happens when you keep the stock? Well, you keep the stock. That's what it means. Okay? Rule number one, never buy something you don't want to hold long term. If you're worrying about keeping the stock, then don't freaking buy it. It's that simple. Don't buy something you don't want to hold long term. It's rule number one. It's not rule number 762,823. No, it's rule number one. Never buy something you don't want to hold long term. I don't know why that's so difficult to understand. He asked the question, what happens if you keep the stock? Well, you keep the damn stock. That's all it means. Steven, can you join the morning trading group if you're new into investing? Well, that's an interesting question. Why would you want to join something if you don't understand it yet? You can if you want. Don't get me wrong. You can. You know, I'll stay online and I'll answer any questions you have. I don't mind. That's why I'm here for. I'm here to answer questions. If you have any questions directly related to the trading or what we're doing. Okay? But if you're new and you want to jump in, go ahead, jump in. All right. Ask yourself the questions. What do I want to do? Now, if you are seriously thinking about joining the morning training group, I would really prefer you to download the Thinkorswim trading platform. Whether you're going to use it or not, it's totally irrelevant. But when we're all talking in the morning and you're watching the trades that I am doing, if we're on the exact same trading platform, it's so much easier to communicate. Now, some people on the morning trading group, they use Fidelity. Some use E-Trade, and it's very difficult to be able to help them because I don't use Fidelity. I don't use E-Trade. I don't use other trading platforms. The only trading platform I've used it for 15 years, is Thinkorswim. It's simple. Well, it's not simple. It's complicated as hell. But once you get rid of all the clutter, okay, so I look at about 1 or 2% of everything that's on Thinkorswim because there's so much stuff on there. Because I'm only interested in one niche, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's very limited what I want to do. I want to buy good quality stocks, collect a premium if it's over 1%, and the chart's telling me everything's right. It was a simple trading strategy created for a 9-year-old, and it gets me about 50% per year. So it works very nicely. So it's the only thing I teach here for free. Teach here for free. Okay, there's other things I teach on the morning training group. It's a little bit more complicated, but people are paying for that. All right, so answer the question he asked. What happens? Okay, yeah, all right, I already answered. Hey, James, how was the longest stock you've owned? 9 months. That was Kimberly Clark last year. What happened today at 10 a.m. with small caps? No idea. I wasn't online. Okay, I'm on first thing in the morning. I'm usually off before 10 o'clock. Hey, all. Late night is 9 to 5 grind. Okay. How's the fishing in Florida? Don't know. I was a commercial fisherman in high school. After you bait, a couple thousand hooks by 5 a.m., you have a tendency to lose taste of fishing. Okay? You get up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and then you're on the boat. As you're going out into the open water, baiting a couple thousand hooks by hand. Yeah, no thanks. I don't do fishing anymore. All right, so you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Bye, you guys on YouTube. And of course, you people on Facey-Bookie. Facey-Bookie. Done. The Facey-Bookie people are done.